So, unless you're like me and have come across this project because of other independent friends or filmmakers who just, pick up on these things, you've most likely have never heard of this movie. And until now, unless you're watching this, maybe you will never have heard of it. But I want to talk about it because it was such an eye opener for me and a really big, I don't know, I guess inspiration is a good word. It was just something I needed, and I'm happy I discovered these people and this project. And I love that it was just basically. Let me just kind of explain a little bit of what this movie is. Be Like Trees is this independently made movie with no budget. At least to my understanding, there was no budget. Maybe like a reasonable small amount or favors to be asked to film certain places. But this entire movie was shot entirely on an iPhone. Not the first time it's ever been done, but this is the first time it's ever been done with really no crew. There's just everyone who's involved in starring in it and the people who are filming. There's really no focus on the sound. There's no focus on the lights. There's no focus on anything. And for me, it was so needed. I was so happy to have watched it for that experience alone, because I am somebody who struggles greatly with feeling like projects will only ever see the light of day if they have, huge sums of money. And I love that these people, these friends, got together and said, you know what? We don't need a big studio to give us financing. We don't need someone to tell us if our movie is worth making or not. We're going to make it on our own. We're going to make it with the limited resources that we have, and we're not going to give a shit with whatever anyone has to say. And so I love that part of it going into this project. And it was just so, again, inspiring, like I said earlier, because it made me feel like you can still just work and still tell stories without having all the stuff that you think has to go into it. We are in such a different time to where we have phones. I'm like recording this review on a phone, and you are going to watch it because it is just posted, something I am sharing. It's at my disposal. It's free marketing. I can put it online and the whole world can watch it. And that's the beauty of today's technology. So this is a movie that, again, you have to be really open-minded, I will say, to just the craft and the style of the way it's being put together, because you're not going to get a near perfect film. You're not going to get this perfect quality movie. You're going to get an organic, authentic, just taping. And for me, I was entertained. The movie, of course, it's going to resonate with, maybe not all audiences, but especially people like me who can appreciate the effort and the work that went into it. And for someone who struggled greatly with thinking I can never do more than just this phone, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Perhaps doing projects on this phone will get me to maybe a better success. And I just love that this movie exists. I discovered them because they were being interviewed on the news for this achievement, and I just thought it was great. I immediately found the movie. It's online. It's on YouTube. You can watch the entire thing on YouTube, called Be Like Trees. And if you just want to, again, be open-minded and be inspired by just, people who just are willing to, go for it no matter what obstacle might be in the way. And that's the biggest takeaway from this movie that I took away was, don't get it perfect, get it going. And that really, it hit me hard. And I really appreciate that message, that being the basis for the movie, the basis for the characters in the movie, is that in life we don't have to get it perfect. We have to get it going. So thank you to this team who put this movie together, because again, for someone like me, it was just a real eye-opener. I appreciated this project. If you do have time, I do recommend that you watch it. Again, it may not be for you because you're going to watch it shot entirely from an iPhone. And again, there's no crew, there's no budget, there's nothing that really went into it other than just clips being strung together from the iPhone. And I think it's wonderful. I am going to follow in the same steps because What do I have to lose? And yeah, I wanted to shine light on this project because I think it should get more light on it. It was just such an interesting experience, and I'm really happy that it was put together. So if this team behind this movie happens to find this review, great job. Love to pick your brain more on that project at a later time, if we can, ever. And yeah, check this movie out. Again, full video is on YouTube, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Be Like Trees. Oh, and there's a really fun musical number that I was actually just really taken by, and I was like, that was really cool. I appreciated that. So check this movie out. Thank you guys for watching this review. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have happened to randomly see this project, let me know what you thought about it. And if you plan on watching it, let me know if you do, and just comment, and we'll go from there. Cool. Thanks, guys.